Welcome back to my channel, Worth Old Coins. Today is Best Top 4 Coins. One you want to miss, we're diving into the world of America coins. Please don't skip this video. So let's get it started. Top 1. The 1979 quarter dollar from the United States, formerly known as the Washington Quarter, holds a quiet but fascinating place in American numismatic history, representing both the weight of tradition and the everyday utility that defines circulating coinage. Issued during the later years of the classic eagle reverse design, this coin continued a series first minted in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of President George Washington's birth. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you won't miss this topic again. The obverse front of the 1979 quarter proudly bears the right-facing portrait of Washington, sculpted by John Flanagan, based on the famous bust by French neoclassical artist Zhang Yangquang from the 18th century. Surrounding this dignified image are the inscriptions "Liberty" at the top, symbolizing the foundational principle upon which the United States was built. "In God We Trust" to the left of Washington's neck, reflecting the nation's historic motto first added to coins in the 19th century, and the date 1979 just below the bust. To the right of the ribbon tying Washington's ponytail, one may find a small mint mark ether AD4 coins struck at the Denver Mint, an S for San Francisco proof coins, or no mint mark for those produced in Philadelphia, which at that time traditionally issued quarters without a mint mark. On the reverse back, the 1979 quarter features the classic heraldic eagle design that had defined the series since its debut. At its center, an American eagle is rendered with wings spread in an assertive yet balanced posture, perched upon a bundle of arrows, a time-honored symbol of military strength and vigilance. Below the arrows lies an olive branch, an emblem of peace, reinforcing the balance between power and diplomacy that was seen as central to the American ideal. The words "United States of America" arc across the top, while the denomination quarter dollar is placed boldly along the bottom rim. Above the eagle's head appears the Latin motto "E pluribus unum," out of many, one, capturing the spirit of national unity. Drawn from a diverse collection of states and peoples, the composition of the 1979 quarter reflects changes that had reshaped American coinage by the late 1960s. Once minted in 90% silver and 10% copper, quarters like this one had, by 1979, been struck in a copper-nickel-clad composition for over a decade, a decision prompted by rising silver prices and the need to keep coins affordable and practical for everyday commerce. This modern alloy consists of a pure copper core sandwiched between two layers made of 75% copper and 25% nickel, giving the coin its familiar grayish-silver appearance, with hints of reddish copper visible along the reeded edge, an edge milled with about 119 grooves. Each 1979 quarter weighs approximately 5.67 grams and has a diameter of 24.26 millimeters, 0.955 inches, dimensions that make it instantly recognizable and tactily familiar to countless Americans. In terms of mintage, the year 1979 was marked by high production volumes, reflecting the growing demand for coins in an economy of expanding commerce. Vending machines, toll roads, and parking meters. The Philadelphia Mint, no mint mark, produced over 515 million quarters. The Denver Mint, marked D, struck about 489 million. And the San Francisco Mint created over 3.6 million proof coins for collectors, each bearing an S. These proof coins, not meant for circulation, were struck on specially polished dies that gave them brilliant mirrored fields and frosted design details, creating an eye-catching cameo effect highly prized among collectors. Because of this large-scale production, the 1979 quarter remains common in circulation today, and most worn examples hold only face value 25 cents. Condition greatly affects collector value. Coins that escaped heavy circulation and remain in uncirculated mint state condition, especially those graded MS-65 or higher can sell for a few dollars. Exceptional examples graded MS-67 or above, which display sharp detail, rich luster, and few or no contact marks, can be scarce and may command higher premiums ranging from $50 to $200 or more, as fewer coins survive in such pristine state. Similarly, deeply cameoed 1979S proof coins in near-perfect, Proof 69 or Proof 70 condition are also valued among enthusiasts, while the 1979 quarter does not feature widely known major double die or dramatic minting errors. Collectors occasionally encounter minor varieties or anomalies like die cracks, clipped planchettes, off-center strikes, and repunched mint marks (RPMs). These small errors add interest and diversity for those who enjoy building specialized collections. Beyond its physical characteristics, the historical context of the 1979 quarter enriches its significance. Minted at the close of the 1970s, decade marked by economic challenges, inflation, shifting cultural attitudes, and technological change, this coin quietly served millions of daily transactions. It helped pay for payphone calls, movie tickets, subway rides, and morning coffees, weaving itself into the everyday fabric of late 20th century American life. It represents a bridge between the silver coinage era of earlier generations and the modern, circulating coins still used today. Top 2. The 1968 quarter dollar of the United States, better known as the Washington quarter, occupies a particularly meaningful place in American numismatics, sitting at the crossroads of tradition and transformation in U.S. coinage history. First introduced in 1932 to honor the 200th anniversary of President George Washington's birth, the Washington quarter became a mainstay of American pocket change for generations. The obverse front of the 1968 quarter proudly features the classical right-facing bust of Washington, sculpted by John Flanagan, based on the earlier work of French sculptor Jean-Antoine Houdon. Encircling Washington's image is the timeless arrangement of inscriptions, Liberty arches above his head. In God We Trust rests to the left, and the date 1968 anchors the design below the bust. Most importantly for collectors, this year also saw the reintroduction of the mint mark on the obverse side of the coin. Just behind the ribbon in Washington's hera, D indicates the Denver Mint, while an S represents the San Francisco Mint. Coins without a mint mark were minted in Philadelphia, which did not use one at the time. The reverse back of the 1968 quarter preserves the classic and deeply symbolic heraldic eagle design, also by Flanagan, used since the series' inception. The eagle wings spread wide in a posture of strength, perches on a bundle of arrows symbolizing military readiness and vigilance, while below the arrows lies an olive branch signifying peace. The national motto, E pluribus unum, out of many, one floats just above the eagle's head, framed by the inscriptions United States of America above and quarter dollar below, uniting the ideas of strength, unity, and national identity in one compact design that Americans carry daily in their pockets. One of the most significant aspects of the 1968 quarter is its composition. Prior to 1965, U.S. quarters were made of 90% silver and 10% copper, giving them intrinsic metal value and the distinctive silver ring when dropped. However, as silver prices surged in the early 1960s, the Coinage Act of 1965 eliminated silver from circulating dimes and quarters. By 1968, all circulating quarters were fully struck in a copper-nickel clad composition, featuring an inner core of pure copper sandwiched between two outer layers of 75% copper and 25% nickel. This resulted in a total coin composition that is approximately 91.67% copper and 8.33% nickel. The clad quarter weighs 5.67 grams, has a diameter of 24.26 millimeters, 0.955 inches, and features a reeded edge with 119 reeds, regionally designed to discourage shaving or clipping of precious metals, but kept as a traditional element even after silver was removed. In terms of production and minting context, the year 1968 marked the first time mint marks reappeared on circulating coins after they had been removed between 1965 and 1967 to discourage hoarding during a nationwide coin shortage. This makes the 1968 quarter especially notable to collectors, who value it as part of the reintroduction of mint marks and the stabilization of U.S. coinage production after years of economic adjustment. The Denver Mint struck over 101 million quarters with a D Mint mark for circulation, while the San Francisco Mint struck over 3 million proof coins for collectors, each bearing an S Mint mark. Philadelphia produced circulating coins without a mint mark. The proof coins from San Francisco were not intended for circulation. They were struck on specially polished dies and often display mirrored fields and frosted devices, creating a striking visual contrast prized by numismatists. These proof coins, when preserved in pristine proofs 65 to proof 69 condition, are highly collectible and often sell for $5 to $30 or more, depending on quality and cameo contrast, while the 1968 quarter is generally common in circulated condition and typically holds only its face value of 25 cents. Higher grade examples can have additional value. Circulated coins in XF extra fine condition may be worth slightly more to collectors, while coins graded MS65 or higher with full mint luster and minimal contact marks often sell in the $5–20 range. And MS67 or better examples can command higher prices due to their rarity in such exceptional condition. Era collectors also find interest in the 1968 quarter. While no famous double die or major mint error is widely documented, coins with off-center strikes, die cracks, clipped planchettes, and struck through grease errors do exist. These error coins can be worth modest premiums or, in dramatic cases, significant amounts depending on rarity and visual impact. Historically, the 1968 quarter stands as a symbol of American resilience and change. It was minted during a period of social upheaval, civil rights movements, and the Vietnam War, yet the classic design remained unchanged, offering a familiar national symbol in uncertain times. For many Americans, the 1968 quarter was part of daily transactions, payphones, vending machines, and soda purchases, quietly witnessing countless everyday moments and reflecting an era when the U.S. balanced tradition with modernization. Top 3. The 1989 D quarter dollar from the United States. Widely known as the Washington quarter, stands as an enduring symbol of American history, art, and everyday commerce minted at the Denver Mint, as shown by the D Mint mark located just to the right of Washington's ponytail on the obverse. This coin carries forward the legacy that began in 1932, when the Washington quarter was first introduced to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. The obverse front features a dignified, right-facing bust of President Washington designed by John Flanagan, adapted from a bust created by the French sculptor Jean-Antoine Houdon in 1786. Around Washington's portrait are the inscriptions: the large arched liberty above, the national motto "In God We Trust" on the left, and the date 1989 below, simple, elegant, and unchanged in form since the coin's debut, evoking a sense of historical continuity that links every quarter in circulation to the founding ideals of the United States. The reverse back of the 1989 D quarter retains the powerful heraldic eagle design, also by Flanagan, which had been the face of the quarter since its introduction. Here, the eagle appears boldly with outstretched wings, perched atop a bundle of arrows that symbolize strength and military readiness. Below the arrows rests an olive branch, representing America's ongoing hope for peace. The reverse is framed by the inscriptions United States of America at the top and quarter dollar at the bottom, with the Latin motto E pluribus, unum, out of many. One just above the eagle's head, concise reminder of national unity amidst diversity. This design, classic and direct, remained essentially unchanged until the launch of the 50-state quarters program in 1999, making the 1989D part of the final decade of the traditional, eagle-backed Washington quarters. In terms of technical specifications, the 1989D quarter continues the copper-nickel-clad composition that replaced silver coinage in 1965. Each coin consists of an inner core of pure copper, sandwiched between two outer layers of 75% copper and 25% nickel, resulting in a total composition that's about 91.67% copper and 8.33% nickel overall. This makes the coin durable, corrosion-resistant, and recognizable by its distinctive silver gray color with a hint of reddish copper visible along the edge. The coin has a diameter of 24.26 millimeters, 0.955 inches, a weight of 5.67 grams, and a reeded grooved edge with 119 reeds features introduced, originally to prevent clipping or shaving of precious metals in earlier times, and kept as a classic design tradition even after silver was removed. The mintage of the 1989D quarter was substantial, reflecting the coin's role as the workhorse of daily commerce in late 20th century America. The Denver Mint struck over 896 million of these coins, ensuring that they remain common in circulation today. As a result, in circulated condition, the coin typically holds only face value 25 cents, though it becomes more interesting to collectors when found in uncirculated mint state grades. In MS-63 to MS-65, coins can range in value from $1 to $5, while sharply struck. High-luster examples graded MS-67 or higher may be worth significantly more, sometimes reaching $50 to $100 plus due to their rarity and eye appeal at that level. Historically, the 1989D quarter reflects a transitional period. It is neither part of the earlier silver era nor the later commemorative state quarters series, but rather belongs to the stable, familiar decades when the Washington quarter design became deeply woven into American culture. It circulated alongside other coins that were part of daily life in the late 1980s, a time of economic change, the closing years of the Cold War, and the rise of modern technologies. This coin has seen countless vending machines, pocket collections, and cash registers, making it both an everyday object and a silent witness to the history of the period. Although no widely recognized major errors or varieties are known for the 1989D quarter, like all high mintage coins, there can occasionally be minor anomalies, die cracks, off-center strikes, clipped planchettes, or repunched mint marks RPMs. These are usually modest in value, but remain interesting finds for hobbyists. Collectors sometimes look for strong, well-defined strikes, full detail on the eagle's feathers, and coins that retain their original mint luster without contact marks. Top 4. The 1997D quarter dollar of the United States, more formally known as the Washington quarter, is both a familiar piece of pocket change and an emblem of American history. Minted at the Denver Mint, as shown by the small but significant D mint mark found to the right of President Washington's ponytail on the obverse. This coin belongs to the long-running Washington Quarter series, first issued in 1932 to mark the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth, making it one of America's most enduring and widely circulated designs. On the obverse front, the coin features the elegant right-facing portrait of President Washington created by John Flanagan, based on a neoclassical bust by the French sculptor Jean-Antoine Houdon from 1786. Encircling Washington's portrait are the inscriptions, Liberty in bold letters above, the national motto "In God We Trust" on the left, and the date 1997 positioned below. The portrait itself is timeless, dignified, and simple, reflecting Washington's central place in the American story and the ideal of civic virtue. The reverse back, the 1997D quarter, showcases the classic heraldic eagle design, also by Flanagan, that had graced the quarter since its debut in 1932. At the center is an eagle with outstretched wings, perched atop a bundle of arrows that symbolize the nation's strength, vigilance, and preparedness to defend its values. Just below the arrows is an olive branch, representing America's enduring hope for peace. This powerful yet balanced design is framed by the inscriptions, United States of America at the top and $quarter along the bottom, while the national motto E pluribus unum, out of many, one appears above the eagle's head, reminder of the unity that defines the American spirit. The combination of these symbols captures both the country's founding ideals and its steadfastness. In a modern world, the 1997D quarter was struck in the modern copper-nickel-clad composition, which has been standard since 1965, when the U.S. Mint transitioned away from silver due to rising costs. Each coin consists of a pure copper core sandwiched between two outer layers of 75% copper and 25% nickel, resulting in an overall composition that is approximately 91.67% copper and 8.33% nickel. This gives the coin its characteristic silver gray color with a faint reddish hue visible along the reeded edge, a direct glimpse of the copper core inside. The coin weighs 5.67 grams, measures 24.26 millimeters in diameter, and features a classic reeded edge 119 grooves carefully milled to deter clipping, a holdover from the days when quarters were made of precious silver. In terms of mintage, the 1997D quarter was produced in large numbers. Over 599 million coins were struck at the Denver Mint alone, ensuring the coin's place in everyday commerce across the country. Its counterpart from the Philadelphia Mint, lacking a mint mark, also saw similarly large production numbers. Because of this, most circulated examples of the 1997D quarter hold only face value 25 cents. However, uncirculated coins, those preserved from wear and handled carefully, can be worth modest premiums. Examples graded MS63 to MS65 may sell for $1 to $3, while exceptionally well-struck coins in MS67 or higher, showing brilliant mint luster and virtually no contact marks, can reach values of $30, $100 plus. As such, pristine examples are scarce relative to the enormous mintage. The 1997D quarter has special historical significance as one of the final issues of the original, uninterrupted Washington quarter design before a transformative era in American coinage. In 1999, the U.S. Mint launched the 50-state quarters program, which replaced the classic eagle reverse with rotating designs celebrating each U.S. state. As such, the 1997D quarter is part of the last few years of the classic, eagle-backed series that Americans had known for over 6 decades, marking the end of an era that bridged the Great Depression, World War II, the space age, and the late 20th century. While the coin's design remained the same, era collectors still seek out minor minting anomalies in the 1997D quarter, such as off-center strikes, clipped planchettes, die cracks, and repunched mint marks (RPMs), though not widely known for major varieties. These small errors add character and intrigue, and can sometimes sell for modest premiums among enthusiasts who enjoy the hunt for unique examples. The 1997D quarter also reflects its moment in American history. The United States was experiencing economic prosperity, rapid technological growth, and cultural change. This quarter circulated alongside pagers, early cell phones, and compact discs, quietly witnessing millions of daily transactions from payphones and vending machines to toll booths and cash registers. For collectors and everyday users alike, it is both a practical coin and a time capsule of the late 1990s. Thanks for watching my videos. Please subscribe my channel for more videos.